Hello, and welcome to Train Up Your Child's Offering Learning Opportunities video presentation. This is a Get Started video which will explain how you can give your children the best education possible, even if you are a new homeschool parent. You will be offering the opportunity, so do not worry about being perfect in doing this. You and your children will both be learning as you progress. This will be fun for both of you. My name is Deborah Herzog, and I created this teaching and assessment for you to see how you can use this format to teach and assess your children. By participating in the lesson and assessment, you will have first-hand understanding of how to create an assignment and rubric assessment for your kids. You will also learn how to offer them classes in a joyful way without stressing over the homeschool process. In this lesson, we will be unpacking a state standard. This technique will be helpful for you if you want to view state standards from time to time and modify your teaching when you feel it will benefit your children. You are in control of what your children learn, so you can make changes when you want to. Now I'm going to read this to you. This is a letter to you, and we have it in a document form in a hard copy, but because you're here on the video, I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. Many of you coming for coaching are excited about the idea of homeschooling your children, but you have apprehensions about your ability to cover all the bases. This assignment is designed to give you confidence that indeed you can give a well-rounded educational experience to your children right in the comfort of your own home and enhance them with fun outdoor activities and field trips which you design. For this assignment, you will take the Unpacking Standards pre-filled sentence under Step 2. In homeschools, parents are to offer opportunities, so this will be on your next page, and create a 1-month reproducible schedule for you and your children, making sure you give adequate time for each of the focuses in this sentence. This will be a flexible schedule and a foundation for you to begin teaching your children. The main point of this assignment is that you offer opportunities for your children to engage in lessons and participation in all the areas provided. Again, your job is to offer opportunities, not worry about getting from I can to I have made my children into doctors, lawyers, and principals. Homeschooling is a baby step process, and teaching changes over the years as your children mature. By creating your schedule, and remember you have 24 hours in a day and 7 days a week to divide as you like. Make sure you leave room for fun, bonding, worship, and daily life. With homeschooling, formal education is only a cumulative of approximately 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. That is all it takes to produce academically outstanding, intelligent children. The rest of the time, you are teaching life skills by example and giving them learning experiences as you go about your normal day. Realize that on the Unpacking Standards page, you parents are the students. You will be the ones offering opportunities to teach and train your children. The reason I am using the After-School Missouri State Standard for this assignment is because after-school programs more closely mirror a family-like atmosphere. And often an after-school teacher, as I was for a while in a public school, is like a mother who assists her children with a variety of homework subjects they may have had during the day. You will be presenting a plethora of courses and subjects to your children over the years, and this assignment is to help you get started. Here you can see a state standard in blue shadowing on the top right of the page. So here we have, right here you can see the standard right there. I'm circling there. This is an after-school Missouri State Standard, and I chose it because it most resembles homeschool. We are going to do the verb here, which is to offer opportunities for your children to learn in the areas described in the standard. It is that simple. Now go to down to 2, okay, and you can see here it's written more clearly for you. You can see a clearer image of that standard. You are to focus on offering opportunities for your children to learn these subjects. Now go down to section 4 because you can read section 3. It's just a little more of a breakdown on how this works. But if you go to step 4, you can look at, can you do those things in level 1? Okay, so level 1 here, can you do these things right here? Of course you can do these things. Anything you need to work on, you can do while homeschooling. So if you have some areas, let's say you're not as much into physical education as you would like, as a homeschool parent, you can just become more active and do more fun things outside with your children. You have the right in any subject that may not be your strongest to actually learn a little bit before you give the lesson so that you can have a smooth lesson with your children, and they don't have to know that some of these subjects are subjects you yourself have to work on a little bit. That's the beauty of homeschooling, is it's very free, it's very forgiving, and it's very loving. So here on the next box, we have I cans. So you can see the first box and the second box are I cans. These are things that you can do. You have these skills. These are naturally skills that parents have, and you can do many of these things. So when it comes to these 4 boxes down at the bottom, as you progress from step to step, yes, you can do these things and you can offer these things to your children. So it's a very positive way to educate your children, and you don't have to be afraid or nervous about it or think, oh, I don't know everything all at once. You just keep learning as you go. And let me get rid of this, and here we go to the next one. This calendar includes a helpful rubric on the next page, which will give you the reminders of the subjects you need to include and to what level of detail you may want to venture. Not all homeschool parents work from a schedule, but it is still helpful to get your ideas on paper so that you have something to refer to when you are in the midst of teaching. This will keep you from forgetting a subject. If you need to make adjustments to follow the rubric more closely, just modify your schedule. Now you will be the one assessing whether or not you are following this rubric. It is a general overview of what you should cover as a homeschool teacher. And as this is focused on Christian homeschool families, I have included some things under development that you may want to focus on to make sure your children are getting prayer time and Bible time and helping them to develop spiritually, not only mentally or physically. You may want to individually score yourself based on each of your children, as this rubric is not age specific and you may have multiple grade levels among your children. So if you have very young children, you will want to create a rubric for them that they can understand. It may even be with pictures and very simple words if they're pretty young. For you, this one here is for you to make sure you are offering your children the opportunity to learn in all the areas they need to learn. But you can also use this rubric for your children and create them specifically for them individually for certain assignments that you feel they need to make to have more attention, give more attention to. Now, if you have any questions about this, you can contact us online at trainupyourchild.org. And there is a contact page there. You can send questions, and we will be happy to answer your questions. This activity was created for feedback and goal setting, a Northwest Missouri State University Master of Science in Education course. The standard was copied from the Missouri State Department of Education 2022 After School Standards and was chosen because it closely mirrors the homeschool experience. The assignment was created to be flexible based on the various grade levels parents may be dealing with in their families. It may be advantageous for parents to assess their progress by viewing and scoring the rubric individually for each child being homeschooled based on his or her level. This activity meets the requirement for a relevant assignment and properly matching assessment in the form of a schedule and rubric, or an assignment and rubric. Parents can fill out the schedule, which is the assignment, then assess themselves on this assignment by making sure the schedule adequately covers the suggested classes on the rubric. If correction is necessary, they can rewrite or adjust the schedule to more adequately cover the classes needed. Having their schedule and corrections in writing solidifies their goals on paper. The Getting Started activity for new homeschool parents represents a self-monitored written assignment and assessment with great benefits to new teaching parents and provides realistic guidelines if their initial outcomes fall below the state standards. In addition, spiritual pursuits and character building have been added to the rubric as all state standards are deficient in these essential elements of healthy child development. Well, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope it really has helped you, and I hope that you will visit our website at trainupyourchild.org. There's so much information and resources and links and a podcast and video that I think you'll really enjoy it and get a lot out of it. So thank you for visiting today, and I look forward to talking with you again soon.